EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Deion Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. They do go for it. It's Carr. Going deep here for Bryant. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, Carr. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
7:34.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant, 32 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instincts sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
24. 808. Express.
Now Carr again. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2 and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore. So more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop.
21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
12.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, Freeman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Now Ryan. And shedding through the tackle. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone,
and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there on the 50-yard line post-game because, you know, sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44, that's nothing for him.
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, 1 rushing.
I like it.
There you go.
You don't like the McCourty thing, though.
No, I do like that. If that happens, you're Nostradamus.
There you go.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
But that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time, Carl throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll throw with Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had two excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had two huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickell Robey-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start dealing with everything.
Or next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Fights off the defender. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, South!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. So 2 quarters down. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Let's go.
I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, This one's going the other way.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Seth Roberts, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Carr going to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, got three down. 54, Sam.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Get up!
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Get up!
They toss to Freeman. Finding room to the 20. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice. Matt Bryant now. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
So out come the Raiders. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And now running right through it. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, and he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.